Hello everyone, myself Dr. Sivakant Pathak once more available with you to see one more important topic, that is electric field due to uniformly charged spherical cell. Here in this topic, there is a spherical cell having charge. This is in thickness very small and charge is uniformly distributed on the surface of a charge. And we are going to see the formula for the electric field at any point inside, outside and at the surface of a charge. This is one more application of Gauss theorem. This is one more application of Gauss theorem. So before we start, so be careful about the topic, that is electric field due to uniformly charged thin spherical cell. So let us consider a uniformly charged charge. This charge is the positively charged spherical cell of radius capital R. Consider here in the diagram very carefully. This diagram speaks everything. Let us consider an spherical cell here of radius capital R. This is a capital R radius of thin spherical cell. Around this positive charge is distributed uniformly all around. This uniformly positively charged distributed at every point. Now consider a Gaussian surface around it. This Gaussian surface, one Gaussian surface, we are going to take inside and another Gaussian surface we are going to take outside. These two Gaussian surfaces are represented by dotted line. So see carefully, Gaussian surface is represented by dotted line. See, this one Gaussian surface is inside the radius. Now let us consider a point P here on which we are going to obtain electric field intensity. Let area vector is in this direction dA and electric field is also, due to this it is a positive charge, so electric line of forces seems to meet here obtained, and this outer distance from here to here is represented by small r here in the diagram. So see the symbol here, capital R denotes radius of spherical cell. Small r. So we are going to calculate electric field here at point P. Point P is first outside the cell at external point of cell. See very carefully. Total electric flux. First of all, electric flux at point P due to area vector dA is given by d phi E is equal to, by the definition of this is closed integral electric field dot dA. See carefully here in this. E dot dA, it is closed integral E dA cos theta. See here, E and dA is in same direction, so theta is 0 degree. This implies that cos 0 is 1. Then electric flux will be written as total E dA. Now net electric flux phi is equal to summation integration of d phi E is equal to E in closed integral dA. When we evaluate this external Gaussian surface, it is also of spherical cell, total in 3 dimensions. Consider cell means hollow sphere. What is the meaning of SHELL? Shell is hollow sphere. E vacuated inside, hollow, and outside. There may be air inside, outside. Clear? So in that condition, the total area of sphere dA is 4 pi r square. So we may write this is phi E is equal to E. Total integral it is 4 pi r square. I am going to represent by equation number 1. Let me see equation number 1. Now we are going to take Gauss theorem. What Gauss theorem speaks? Gauss theorem speaks that total electric flux is equal to 1 by epsilon time of net charge q by epsilon 0, and it is represented by equation number 2. Now see carefully. Comparing equation 1 and 2. So left hand side is equal, it means right hand side are equal. It means E into 4 pi r square is equal to q by epsilon 0, or this implies that E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square, represented by equation 3. Seeing this, E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square is a formula to calculate the electric field at point P due to total spherical cell, where plus q charge is uniformly distributed here on the surface of cell. It is given by this formula. It is clear? So there should not be any doubt regarding it. Now we are coming on the next page. Now we are going to see the formula for electric field at the surface of spherical cell. Surface of spherical cell means R is equal to capital R. In that condition, equation 3 can be written as E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by capital R square. This is equation number 4. It is applicable at the center of a spherical cell. Right? Now see the last one. Third. Inside the surface of a spherical cell. See carefully. This is for the fundamental of it. And this fundamental is much more important here. Capital R is the radius. So here R is less than capital R. It means this implies that. Now focus here on the diagram once. In this diagram, the internal Gaussian surface is this, whose radius is less than R. See, any charge is inside the Gaussian surface. Charge is only distributed on the surface of spherical cell. It means no charge enclosed inside spherical cell. See very carefully. No charge enclosed inside the spherical cell. If no charge enclosed inside the surface, it means Q inside the 0. Hence, total electric flux Fp is equal to integral E dot dA is equal to Q by epsilon 0. Since Q is equal to 0, this implies that E is equal to 0. It means inside the spherical cell, electric field is 0 everywhere. See very carefully. Right? At the surface, it is obtained by this formula. Q is a constant, R is a constant, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 is a constant. For a given spherical cell, if charge is constant, its radius is constant. So electric field at the surface is a constant. Be careful. But see for the outside the surface, we want to focus this formula which we have obtained here. E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R square. This speaks, see carefully here, this electric field is directly proportional to 1 by R square. What does it mean? When R increases, is E decreases rapidly. So when we move away from the spherical cell, here focus in the diagram. Inside the spherical cell, electric field is 0, maximum value at the surface, and further moving away from the spherical cell, electric field intensity decreases rapidly. Right? And that can be understood by making here a diagram. Watch this diagram very carefully, which I am going to make. It will clear all the fundamentals. To clear the total fundamental of the concept, consider this spherical cell whose radius is represented by r. Here in this representation, let us see how graph is made. This diagram. Here in this diagram, consider this very carefully. In it, we are going to just make it here also. Here in it, now see very carefully. We are going to make by this black pen here. The black pen is, see here, it is 0 at center. This is center of the spherical cell, where in all side of its positive charge is uniformly distributed around it. So remember, what is this? Spherical cell. Inside means before this electric field is a 0. What is electric field? 0. The maximum electric field at what? At a center. This is electric field is a maximum. Now further moving. Now here, when we go upward, outside this, the electric field decreases rapidly. By the equation, by the formula, E proportional to R square. So this graph clearly indicates how electric field varies due to, at a different point, due to uniformly charged spherical cell. Inside the cell, no electric field. E is equal to 0. Here E max, and further goes on decreasing rapidly. Here so this is for today. Thank you and have a nice day to all.